the skies over Ukraine rumbled once again. In the silence of the midnight hours, explosions shattered the silence. Within seconds, Kinzhal missiles, the pride of Moscow's arsenal, soared at incredible speeds, breaking the sound barrier as they struck Ukrainian military defenses. Multiple strategic defense facilities, including ammunition factories, military hangars, and logistical routes, suffered heavy damage. Flames rise high into the air, engulfing locations that had long been part of Ukraine's defense infrastructure. As the strike hit Ukrainian facilities, a question remains in the air. What exactly happened that night? How did Russia choose its targets? And how severe was the damage felt by their side? In a few minutes, we'll break down the incident. Stay tuned with us. In recent days, the escalation of conflict in Eastern Europe has once again captured the attention of the international community. The ongoing tensions have now been marked by a new wave of attacks, showing an increase in both intensity and scale from the Russian side. Amid the surge of circulating information, various sources have begun releasing footage and updated reports that depict the situation on the ground clearly. Released by the Telegram channel Uncensored News, several footage show the Kinzhal launches targeting several Ukrainian industrial assets. Sources from the Ukrainian side reported a massive airstrike launched by the Russian armed forces, targeting several strategic areas across the country. The footage served not only as visual confirmation of the attack, but also aligned with multiple reports pointing to a broader, well-coordinated strategy. Far from isolated incidents, these strikes appeared to be part of a calculated military operation involving multiple weapon systems and carefully selected targets across Ukraine. Based on the information from independent monitoring networks, Russia launched strategic cruise missiles KH-101, highly precise weapons capable of long-range strikes with significant destructive power. The most intense attacks were recorded in 4 provinces: Cherkasy, Lviv, Poltava, and Kremenchuk. In the latter, the intensity peaked as Russia struck the area with a combination of Kalibr missiles launched from the sea and Kinzhal hypersonic missiles fired from the air at extraordinary speeds. In line with this information, other Telegram channels have also reported similar and more detailed news. Furthermore, the use of KH-101. Russia also launched attacks with various other types of weaponry, including the KH-47M2 and KH-55 missiles fired from Tu-95MS strategic bombers, as well as Iskander M ballistic missiles, specifically the 9M723 type. This combined assault, described as one of the largest since the beginning of the year, involved more than 450 Geran-2 kamikaze drones and at least 40 missiles of various types. Sputnik International confirmed all targets were successfully destroyed. In the coordinated military operation, Russia claimed to have struck and destroyed 2 types of essential Ukrainian facilities: weapons factories that serve as the backbone of military production, and strategic oil refineries that supply energy needs on the battlefield. This large-scale strike was part of a broader strategy aimed at systematically degrading Ukraine's military-industrial capabilities and its wartime energy resilience. By targeting both the sources of weapon production and the logistical infrastructure that fuels frontline operations, Russia appears intent on crippling Ukraine's ability to sustain long-term combat readiness. The scope of the operation extended far beyond initial impact zones, indicating a deliberate effort to reach deep into Ukraine's strategic interior. Beyond the 4 previously mentioned areas, several targets were also struck in the regions of Zaporizhia, Mykolaiv, and Donbas, focusing on industrial facilities, energy infrastructure, and other strategic sites. Field reports also confirmed significant damage to the Burshtynskaya thermal power plant, industrial facilities in Cherkasy, and factories located in Kremenchuk and Zaporizhia. This attack was also reported by RT news outlet. Based on this news, the targets of the strike included various critical elements that support Ukraine's combat capabilities. Among them were defense industry enterprises, energy and fuel facilities, and port infrastructure involved in military logistics. Aligned with this, The strikes were directed at air defense radar stations, ammunition and fuel depots, mine and torpedo weapon storage sites, production and repair workshops, UAV storage and launch locations, military airfields, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations. Russia's latest strikes serve as a powerful reminder of its superiority in modern warfare. With the precision coordination and smart tactics into a devastatingly effective operation. While Ukraine continues to rely on fragmented Western support and reactive defense strategies, Moscow has proven its capacity to deliver focused, multi-domain offensives that disrupt the core of its adversary's war engine. The balance of power is not only shifting, it's being redefined. Amid the ongoing war, where every strike serves as both a tactical move and a strategic signal, Russia continues to demonstrate its technological superiority and operational precision. With its growing ability to execute coordinated long-range attacks across land, sea, and air, Moscow reaffirms its dominant position on the battlefield, striking deep into the logistical and industrial core of Ukraine's war effort. Meanwhile, Ukraine, despite immense pressure, remains steadfast in its defense, relying on both internal resilience and continued international support to sustain its frontline operations. In warfare, tension rises and the scope of each offensive widens, and the war appears to enter a more calculated and high-stakes phase. Both sides are adapting, recalibrating, and bracing for what lies ahead. As Ukrainian infrastructure continues to suffer precise and sustained attacks, its ability to adapt both militarily and diplomatically will be crucial in the upcoming events. In this rapidly evolving battlefield, the question pops up in the military public. How will Ukraine and its allies respond to Moscow's bold military move? And what further steps might Russia take to consolidate its strategic advantage? What are your thoughts on this? Drop it in the comments section. Thank you for watching.